Hey guys, it's Chuck with ChuckGuide.com, and today what I want to do is talk about squeeze pages and how you can increase your opt-in rates. It's great to have great looking opt-in pages, but are anybody actually putting their name and email in them, or are they looking at them going, no, I don't think so. There are some things that you can do, just small little tweaks that can make a huge difference. In fact, in some cases, upwards of 90%. So if that sounds like something of interest to you, stick with me for the next few minutes, because I want to share with you some tips that you can use immediately to start getting a much better opt-in rate on your sales and squeeze pages. Now, if you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you click on that little red button down there in the bottom right corner, and also the little bell, and it'll give you an alert each time I post a brand new video. Now, if you're watching this on Facebook, I really appreciate it if you give it a like, if you get some value from this content, and also share it with somebody you think might help. Okay, so let's dive into this. So the other day I was watching a training video with Clay Collins talking to Andy Jenkins and Mike Filsame. And Clay was saying to Mike and Andy that just changing the text on your opt-in button can have a massive difference on the number of people that are going to click on it. And he gave a couple of examples. The first one he went with was create my account versus create your account. So if you see a button that says create your account, that's obviously coming from the perspective or the point of view of the person who created the page. But if you write the text up to read create my account, well, that's coming from the perspective of the person who's actually looking at it. So I'm looking at it, I want to create my account. I don't want to create your account, I want to create mine. And so the difference between the two, when you put on the button create my account versus create your account, it actually had a 24% difference, 24% increase in opt-in. That's huge. Another example he gave was start your 30-day trial versus start my 30-day trial. Starting my 30-day trial had a 90% increase in signups. Now that's absolutely crazy. Another tip that Clay gave was that of immediacy, and people want to know what is it you're marketing. So you could have a button that reads notify me, and so they would click on the button and I would know that I'm going to be notified at some point. Or you have something that's much more intimate. So tell me more. I want to know more. Now that just coming from that prospect's point of view, tell me more. They want to know what's behind the curtain. They want to know what is your whiz bang boom. They don't want to be notified. They want you to tell them more. And just making that little change, a 30% increase in conversion. So when you're going to create your button, don't use notify, use tell me more. Now this one really got me. I was really shocked with this one. This one actually had a 90% difference in opt-in rate. If you see a button that says something like free instant access, which I don't know how many times I've used that one. I've used it over and over, which I'm going to make a real concerted effort not to ever use it again. Download now, play file now, or watch video now. That's coming from the prospect's point of view, and that had a 90% increase in opt-in over free instant access. So free instant access, don't use it. Download now, play video now, play file now, but don't use free instant access. The next one was where Clay talked about having your photo on your landing page should be more of a raw image rather than a professionally done one. And you think it'd be the opposite. You think you want to look more professional, and you're going to be more believable, more perceived as a leader or somebody in the know. And the truth is, it's nothing but the opposite of that. So when you put your images on your landing pages, make sure that they don't look slick. Make sure that they look more raw. Two-step opt-in pages convert better than a single-step opt-in page. So when a person comes to a page and they immediately see the place where they can put their name and email and information there, they don't convert as well as something where it says tell me more. Where you're getting to click a button and then you're going to present them with okay, we're going to tell you more, but here's what you need to do. Now give us your name and email address. So when they click on that button, they've made a buying decision. It's a micro buying decision. And so now they have to then make a decision whether or not they want to get the information that you're going to give them. And so this is what Clay said. 100% of the people who don't have to make a buying decision do not make a buying decision. But of that 100% who do, where they are required to make a buying decision, a certain percentage of those people will make a decision, and they're gonna opt into your page. So you want to make sure you're using a two-step opt-in versus simply a place where they can put their name and email. Get them to make micro decisions, and you're going to increase your conversion rates. The next tip that Clay gave was when you're setting up your sales page, what was found was having something that's like a bribe, an ethical bribe, a downloadable report, some document that you can give your prospect to download immediately is more effective than having your prospect have to sit through a long video sales letter where they're likely to opt off. A good percentage of them are going to opt off. But if you can get them to download that information, well, boom, you've got their contact information right away. Another one that he gave was having a countdown timer. In fact, he said if he owned a bar, he'd have a countdown timer on the outside of the house, the building rather, and he'd have one over the top of the bar, because there's a sense of urgency, right? I've got to get this product or this service because I'm running out of time. If I don't do it now, I'm going to lose out. And so fear of loss kicks in. So a countdown timer is also very effective. The last tip that Clay gave was when you go to create your page, keep this in mind. When people come to your website and they look at that page, they're going to ask themselves, is this a giving page or is this a taking page? And if they're presented with them immediately with a place where they're going to give their name and email information, they're immediately going to begin to feel like all you want is their contact information, and you're not going to be giving them anything of value. Now, if you have your, if you have an opt-in button, for example, or some text where it says if you want more information on that, click here. Now they're the one actually going. They're raising their hand saying, yeah, I want more, rather than you trying to get them to give you their contact information right off the hop. So don't put an opt-in form on your web page or your blog, for example. If you have a blog, don't have a place on the page where it says name and email information. Enter it here. Have a button where they would click and go. If you want more information, click here. Or if you want to see my whatever, click here. When you create your blog posts, if you have ad copy, make the ad copy look like it's native to the page. Make it look like it actually belongs there, rather than making it look like it's a billboard separate from the content that you've put on your blog post. Well, I hope you got value from this. Now, if you're brand new again to my YouTube channel, make sure you click on that little red button down there in the bottom right corner, and also the little bell, and it'll give you an alert each time I post a brand new video. And again, if you're watching this on Facebook, really, if you got value from it, give it a like and share it with somebody you think would help. So you take care. I wish you all the best with your marketing efforts. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.